means the protector of the gods. And who is that? That is Sri Ram. So Puni Puni, again and again, Sri Ram, he gazed on Hanuman. You see, he's spellbound by this particular devotee. Sometimes, you know what attracts you? Is not people's looks, you know. There's something that compels you to look at them because of their very nature. There's an energy that they give out that compels you to look to them. And Sri Ram is looking to Hanuman. He's captured by the grace, the benediction, the truth, the purity of heart of Sri Hanuman. And Tulsidas says, Lochana Nira Pulak Atikata. Lochana. His eyes began to shed tears. He is moved by the quality of that devotee. His eyes were watering, and Tulsidas says his body quivered with emotion. You know what all hairs stand on end? When you are moved by a particular situation, the body responds in a special way. All the hairs stand on end. It is because it has gotten deep within your self. And just by looking at Hanuman, he gets that feeling. So Tulsidas tells us in Chaupai. Oh, sorry, it's Duha. Suni Prabhu Bachana Bilo Ki Mukh Gata Harash Hanumant. When Hanuman heard Sri Rama's words, Tulsidas is saying, he gazed upon his face and his body was beaming with emotions, with delight. Recognizing that my beloved Lord has recognized what I have done. When you get an approval for work done, you feel very happy, isn't that so? If you do something for your boss and he approves of it, you feel very good about that. So Hanuman is extremely happy, he's beaming with delight to have heard emanating from the lips of Prabhu Shri Ram such profound words. He says, Charana Pareu Prema Kul Trahi Trahi Bhagavan. He experienced a thrill of joy. Premakul. Prem is that divine love. He experienced that thrill of joy within his body and he fell flat on the ground. And he's saying, Trahi, Trahi Bhagavan. Oh Lord, save me, blessed Lord. Why is he saying that? The Lord is praising him and he's saying, my Lord, save me, save me. Why is he saying that? Now it is not in this lesson, but I have read another text. And it says, he's saying, my Lord, when an ordinary person praises you, your ego swells and you feel so good. You feel you're on cloud 9. He said, my Lord, how much more will my ego swell when you approve and when you praise me, Lord? He says, my Lord, don't do that. He says, if my ego swells like that, then I will lose my power of devotion. I don't want that to happen. He said, I will fall. But if I am falling, my Lord, then I want to fall at your lotus feet. And he fell flat on the ground. He fell at the feet of Prabhu Shri Ram. Ramacharana Sukhadayi. At the lotus feet of Prabhu Shri Ram is a reservoir of peace, of serenity, of joy. And as he fell at the feet of Prabhu Shri Ram, he's experiencing that profound feeling of pure love, of devotion, of peace, of quiet at the feet of Prabhu Shri Ram. So, what does Shri Ram do? In this Shaupas he tells us. Prabhu chahu uthawa, prema magana te uthawa. My dear friends, Shri Ram, again and again, again and again, he's trying to lift Hanuman. But Hanuman is enjoying a special kind of ecstasy and joy and thrill at the feet of Prabhu Shri Ram. He doesn't want to get up. He doesn't want to get up. And Shri Ram is trying to lift him. But this is prema magan. He is so absorbed in love, prema. He is so absorbed in that love that he doesn't want to get up. He will not rise. What does Shri Ram do? Prabhu kar pankaja kapike sisa sumiri sodasa magan gaurisa. The lotus hands of Prabhu Shri Ram, he rested on the head of Hanuman. Now Hanuman is the 11th incarnation of Lord Shankara. Lord Shankara is narrating the same katha to Mother Parvati. And when Sri Ram rested his hand on the head of Hanuman, Lord Shankara felt that vibration. Because he is, Lord Hanuman is the 11th incarnation of Lord Shankara. So the moment Sri Ram touched the head of Hanuman, Lord Shankara felt that vibration, that energy. And he was still for a moment. He couldn't narrate at that point in time. Because the thrill that he enjoyed, what Hanuman got, is the same that he got. So Tulsidas is saying here, Sumiri Sudasa Magana Gaurisa. Gauri's Lord, who is Shiva, he said, he was overcome by that emotion when he recalled that scene. So see, he's narrating to Gaura Parvati. And when he reached that point, in his narration, he felt that energy. Sometimes you are narrating a situation of what took place, and in the narration, you get so caught up in it because you begin to feel, what you are narrating. So that is exactly. The moment Sri Ram rested his hand on the head of Sri Hanuman, that vibration, that energy was felt by Lord Shankara. And when the Lord rests his hands upon you, when you get a divine touch, it is the best touch you can ever get. So in our pursuit of spirituality, let us hope to get that divine touch. And when we are doing our prarthanas of prayers and devotion, try to feel that. My Lord, I want to get that divine touch of yours. The moment you get that thrill, that energy, that ecstasy cannot be explained. It could only be felt. And that is the power of the grace and benediction of our beloved Sri Ram. So Tulsidas tells us in Chaupai, Jai Rama Shri Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Jai Rama Shri Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama आगे कहत कथा अति सुंदर राम श्री राम जय जय राम राम जय राम जय जय कपि उठाय प्रभु हृदय लगावा कपि उठाय प्रभु हृदय लगावा कर गई परम जिगत में जावा परम जिगत में जावा राम श्री राम जय जय राम जय राम जय जय राम सावधान मन करी पुनि शंकर लागे कहत katha ati sundar. Again, Lord Shankara, he composed himself because he's narrating the katha. And when someone is narrating, they do not have that break. They want to continue the narration. So immediately, he overcame that. But he was so involved in it that for that moment, he became sort of silent. So again, he composed himself and he resumed his charming narrative. So, Kapi Uthaya Prabhu Hridaya Lagawa Karagahi Param Nikat Baithawa. The Lord raised Hanuman. Touching his head, he raised Hanuman. The Lord raised Hanuman, Kapi Uthaya Prabhu Hridaya Lagawa, and clasped him to his bosom. Hridaya is the heart. You know, in Hindu weddings, when both sides meet, the groom and the bride, when they meet up, the pair, the father of both sides, they came and they hug like this. We call it bhed. That where the two hearts meet, saying to each other that today these two families have joined in union with one another. That is the symbolism of that, hug. So Sri Ram, as he picks up Hanuman, he hugs Hanuman. And that hug is where both are meet. It's like Sri Ram and Hanuman became one. So the Lord Kapi Uthaya Prabhu Hridaya Lagawa Karagahi Param Nikat Baithawa. The Lord raised Hanuman, clasped him to his bosom, and then he took him by the hand and seated him close by his side. Karagahi Param Nikat Baithawa. With great love, with great amount of love, he seated Hanuman by himself, close to him. What does he tell Hanuman? Tulsidas tells us. So Hanuman is seated next to Sri Ram. Sri Ram says, Kahu kapi Ravana palit Lanka kehi bidhi dahiu Durga ati banka. He says, Hanuman, tell me, what plan did you contrive to enter the stronghold of Lanka? It says, Lanka is an impregnable fortress, difficult to enter. What plan did you devise to get in there? Everybody can't get in there. How did Hanuman get in? Prabhu prasanna jana Hanumana bola bachan bigat abhimana. Bigat abhimana means without abhiman, without pride. So when he was asked that question, when Hanuman found the Lord so gracious, he replied in words of singular modesty, meaning without any form of pride, without indicating that it was his effort. How it is, what plan, what strategy did he use to enter that impregnable fortress? When Sri Hanuman, when he recognized that the Lord is so modest in this question, that thrill of joy went into him again. But he kept that feeling. He understands that the Lord is somebody special. When he found the Lord so gracious, he replied. How did he reply? Tulsidas tells us in this short while. So I'm coming close to the end of my lesson. Tulsidas sings. Shri Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Rama Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Jaya Rama Shri Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Rama Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Rama. Saka mega Hari Muni Sai, Saka Jeta Kapar Jai, Kapar Jai, Jai Ram Shri Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Naji se duha Takapur jara, Takapur jara, Nisi Nisi Sharagan Majnishya Jara, Vishnan jara, Jai Ram Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Sakha kai bari Sakha mrig kai bari manusai, Sakha te Sakha par jai. He said, my Lord, he says, a monkey's greatest valor is in skipping about from one branch to another. He's very articulate to that. Moving from branch to branch. He's a fast mover. So they couldn't pin him down. And by the grace of Sri Ram, he is moving like lightning. He says, Nagi Sindhu Hatak Purajara Nisichara Ganabari Bipina Ujara. He says, the fact that I was able to leap across this ocean. He had to leap across the ocean to go to Lanka. He says, the fact that I was able to do that, my Lord, the fact that I was able to burn down this golden city of Lanka and slay the demons host, he says, and lay waste the Ashok grove the fact that I was able to do all that. And he answers in this final chaupai, one line, Tulsidas 6. Jai Rama Shri Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Rama Jai Ram, Jai Jai Prabhu